Welcome to Raising the Bar, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on the country's most successful leaders and how they elevate their business and their teams. Please welcome our host, Alison DePauli.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode number 2 of Raising the Bar Live. And today I want to talk just for a couple of minutes about the should not be very secret, but is compensation disclosure document that all employers are required to collect, not only from their broker or advisor, but their plan vendors as well, particularly if you're self-insured. I know there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of pushback, and it just seems like another pain in the tush, right? But I'm going to argue that it is actually a tool to tell you what kind of partners you have. I think people should be paid what you're willing to pay them. But I also think that you deserve and should know what they are paid. Apparently, the federal government does too, which is why we have this. So I've seen a lot of versions of the compensation disclosure, and I'm going to tell you today what you need to look for. I also think that the Department of Labor is going to start making examples of people. We're not allowing anybody in our orbit to be made an example of. We make sure that they have the tools to protect themselves. Make sure that you ask if you need a copy of a compensation disclosure that is thorough and gets at everything that you need to know. Just reach out to us. We have one. We're happy to send it to you. Use it however you want. Let me give you the couple of things that you need to look for, and then what you can do with that information once you have it. So first, you want to know what your advisor, broker, firm is being paid. Basic question. You can get that off a 5500 form, right? But that's not the whole thing. That's only part of the compensation disclosure. The next question you want to ask is, and I'm going to read this, so bear with me. Please confirm specifically that neither you nor your firm accepts any non-account specific financial compensation from products, services, or vendors you're recommending, including but not limited to contingent or bonus commissions, override or retention business, or back-end commissions, excuse me. I don't really have a headache with any of that if it's okay with you, but you need to know what it is and why it's there and what the advisor or firm has to do to receive that compensation. Yes, it's a block bonus, but you know what? You're part of the block, right? So understand, because that's driving a fair chunk of your costs. Next question. Please confirm specifically that neither you nor your firm has any financial or non-financial compensation, this is a big one too, potential conflicts of interest or incentives related to products, services, or vendors you're recommending, including but not limited to ownership, equity stake, revenue or profit sharing, GPO coalition participation, this is a sneaky one, preferred vendor panels, also a sneaky one where there is often hard compensation involved, conferences or trips or personal relationships. Listen, every carrier I know has a trip for their top producers. It's kind of part of the advisor lifestyle. You know, you can go on the trip and do a good job for your clients at the same time. I just think that you as the client need to know that you're part of that kind of compensation. Once you have these things, and our document says, I confirm for myself and my firm, I confirm for myself, I cannot confirm. Once you know that, right, you know what kind of partner you have sitting on the other side of the table. And then the fun begins, or at least the fun for people like me, because you can then come to your advisor and have real partnership conversations. Look, we're having a mental health problem. Every employer I have encountered, clients, people we talk to, friends who own businesses, everyone is having a mental health challenge in their workplace. People are so incredibly overstressed. So there are a myriad of ways to help people. Some of them are very low tech, some are high tech, some are high fee, some are low fee. But have a conversation about what works for you, right? Our drug costs are too high. Okay, everybody's drug costs are too high. We have somebody that we're talking with right now who's paying, the plan is paying $352 for a torvastatin. You can pay cash for that for $17.90 at HEB, maybe $17.92 at HEB. Not a plug for HEB, but that's crazy. Those things exist in your plans and you need to know about them. And when you have somebody that sits on your side of the table, when you understand who's sitting across the table from you negotiating, and if their interests are aligned with yours, then you can have good conversations. You can integrate direct primary care into your plan and have the savings accumulate to you and the benefit accumulate to your members, and know that the other party is being fairly paid, but their interest is aligned with yours. We have clients that spend $1.5 million to cover 200 employees. Get in there, look at what's going on, have everybody deal with a compensation disclosure. If you're self-funded, you want the TPA, you want the pharmacy benefit manager, and you want any other plan service to declare to you, to warrant what they're being paid by who and by how. There are some sneaky things in those contracts. We've read contracts where the PBM is obligated to return the rebate money to the TPA. Well, isn't the TPA's money? It's your money as the employer. So understand what's happening there and develop a partnership with your advisor. And Callie, yes, thank you for dropping that resource in there. The disclosure is a really important form, and it will take you to where you can have your plan move in a direction that you want. That person that we're talking to with the 200 employees that's spending $1.5 million, we took a look at that and we identified about $300,000 in savings. Didn't change anything, just remove some of the misaligned incentives. Some of them are from their advisor, some of them are in the plan, but you can learn what they are and you can eliminate them. And the really good thing about that is once you eliminate that from your plan, it stays out. So yes, we've got kind of weird inflation right now and costs are rising and falling. And there's a problem with dye in the medical industry now, getting dye. So that cost has increased. That cost will come back down. But if you eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse, that money stays out of your plan and you can much better manage your plan. Make sure that your employees get everything that they need, as much care as they need. And then you can get on with running your business and take that money, drop it on your bottom line, drop it back into your employees, whatever it is that you need to do for your business. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks so much.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Raising the Bar is powered by Altiqe Consulting, the country's leading independent expert in healthcare cost containment. Astute employers know there's a better way to offer health insurance, and we help them achieve it.